Friday night, I'm thinking that we just might fly away to someplace they don't know who we are. Now I'm riding shotgun in your car. We drive through the city like explorers going 65. Blowing hair flying across your face. We left on Friday, now it's Saturday. Pressed jeans buttoned up, jeans iron slipping up. Red shoes walking slow, headphones blaring 3 stacks. Sunglasses flaring out, thick watch hanging low. Studded belt full top, 3 stacks on the radio. Friday night, I'm thinking that we just might run away to some place we can be who we are. We can be who we are. I love you, Mom.
hello. Let me turn this down a little bit. Welcome on in, Go Teach. Thank you very much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome on in, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I had quite a bit of unexpected, shall we say, issues. So before the stream, yesterday, I was messing around with my color emitter. And to do that, I had to move my computer to a different room and plug it into the color emitter, because this is the only like Windows-based computer that I have. I have like a MacBook, but unfortunately the software that I use with this particular device is not compatible with Mac OS. Which is cool. That's fun. Long story short, when I plugged everything back in to get the stream going, my camera just didn't show up, regardless of like everything that I tried. Which is fun. That's cool. That's fun. It took me way too long to figure out what was going on. And I, like, truth be told, didn't really figure out why it wasn't working. I just managed to get it to work. So, I guess there's that. But we're here now. We're live and alive. And we are going to get started with our daily doles. Hope everybody's doing well. I know Go Teach, you said that you had to go get dinner. If you're still lurking, hope your stream went well. This is a game that I'm not that familiar with. Looks kind of rustic. Oh, you're back. Oh, I see. I see. I read that in the future tense. Leftover chef salad. My compliments to the chef salad. We got some bones hanging from a tree. Say wood. Dark wood, maybe? Nope. Oh, a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay. I see. I never played this game. I saw a couple of streamers play it. It looked pretty fun. Looked a little more complicated than, like, Dead by Daylight, I guess. I can tell you that from just the TNC. Yeah. Well, that's a game. I don't have anything else to say about it. We go. Artwork. Okay, what the hell is this? Wait, I think I know what this is. Is this Owlboy? Yeah. This is straightforwardly just Owlboy. We get it in 1. Most people got this in, was it 6? That's kind of wild. Another game I haven't played, but heard good things about. Alright. Let's go specs. You know what? Let's put in Oxenfree. It is Unity. It is later than 2016. Not indie. Not adventure. Not side view. Maybe sci-fi. Maybe fantasy. Maybe thriller. Maybe drama. Okay. Give me something in 2018. Did Control come out in 2018, or is that earlier? No, it's 2019. Okay. Not adventure, not a shooter either. Action or potentially sci-fi, or both. It's not third person. It's also not single player. Okay. It's not Stray. Stray's third person, and this is evidently not. So we're looking at first person, but not a shooter. Later than 2019, so 2022 present. Unity. Also Stray single person. Or single player. Stray, I mean... Actually... I guess it... could it be Among Us? I thought Among Us was 2019? And then it like became popular in 2020? I might just be misremembering. Yeah, it was 2018. It is top-down, though. It's also not indie, which means it has to be strategy. Not action, so it has to be sci-fi. Not survival, not stealth, not party. Multiplayer or co-op. Okay. Strategy. Top-down strategy. Sci-fi. Sci-fi top-down strategy. Okay. Not indie, though. Stellaris is too old. Yeah. Later than 2020 or later. What's a top-down sci-fi strategy game? That's tough. Multiplayer co-op. That's really interesting to me. The multiplayer co-op, not single-player strategy game. Only thing I can think of is like XCOM, but I know that that's not it. Was there a more recent XCOM? I don't think so, and also like it's not action. I have no idea what this is. Like at all. Let me think. Let me have a think about this. I don't know, like Paperclip Sim? No, that's not on here. It's not Fortnite, but another MMORPG that might fit this. Yeah, I have no earthly idea, unfortunately. But I mean, we do know it's sci-fi. We do know it's strategy. Newer Star Wars Battlefront thing. Wait, is this the Dune game? What's it called? What is it? Arrakis? I don't know. Isn't there's like a new Dune game that's like a top-down strategy game. Just called Dune, or is it like an earlier thing? Yeah, that's just an earlier thing. I know there is like a strategy Dune game that is, if not out, coming out soonish. Amiga. The Sega CD. Yeah, Battlefront wouldn't be isometric or bird view. But it is sci-fi. Welcome on Cat. Hope you're doing well. This is really outside my wheelhouse. It's some kind of simulator. Maybe it's something. I have no earthly idea. Buddy Simulator 1984. What is that? Something else? Oh, it's text-based game. Okay. Fantasy sci-fi. It's also later than 2021. Man, it's not a simulator? Okay, well, I have no idea what this is then. It's not an RPG or a simulator. It's not horror or thriller. So yeah, it is straightforwardly just fantasy sci-fi. Co-op or multiplayer? Is this really not the Dune game? Like, I mean, it's a strategy fantasy sci-fi game. And you're telling me it's not Dune? It's not indie. Is it Dune 2000? I'm just gonna put it in there because I have no idea what this is. What the hell, man? Yeah, I mean, it's on PC. That much we do know. It's not a simulator, but it's a strategy game. I don't fucking XCOM something. It's not XCOM anything. I don't know, man. I really have no idea what it would be. I give up. Marvel Snap. Okay, sure, I guess. Sci-fi fantasy. Card and board game, turn-based strategy. I guess. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They really don't have like a superhero theme or descriptor. Okay, we get record store, weird reaction, stamp station letter, comic, funny mail, coin, post off, position, curious, job. Let's see. Say station, post, job, position. Assignment. To record. A record. Oh, things you can collect. Stamps, records, coins, and comics. Classic collection items. Funny. Mail, letter, store. Off, weird, curious. Reaction. To store. It's got to be like blank store. Email. E-store. E-curious. Mailbox, letterbox. Reaction. A reaction. Off. Weird. Box off. Funny, off, weird. And then curious. Strange. Peculiar. Mail, letter, store, reaction. I don't know. E? Chain! I see. Chain letter, chain mail, chain reaction, chain store. Okay. Well, there we are. We go the mini. Professional in a toque. Do not know. I'm not a blank. Online affirmation robot. Love in Italian, amore. Words off. Secret rendezvous. Wood carving or metal smithing. It's going. It's going, gone. Homer? Darkwood, once used for drinking cups, was thought to neutralize poison. Ebony. Focuses on the road. One might be a multiple choice. Oh, test. Come on. Words out. Fens. Craft. Try it. Hold on. Wait, what? Wait. Focuses on the road. Tryst. That makes so much more sense. Okay, well, we did not great. Move on to strands. Order in the court. Count? There's no way it's not something count. Counts. No. Ink. I don't think it works, or I don't think it works that way in the, if it's not one, it's not going to be the other. Cause yeah, it'll say already found. Order in the court. Hold on. It doesn't work. But maybe... maybe something else would? Oh, okay. That's gonna be knight. Countess. Maybe? Wait. No? Is it Esquire? No. Just Squire? There we go. Viscount. We're still missing our Spangram here. I was looking for Lord. Titles. Wait, how do we screw this up? There we go. Baron. Wait. um... Earl, that makes so much more sense. Thank you. I was only seeing Lear from that. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Okay. Not too shabby. Let's go... Is this the order we typically do it in? Or do we do Hexcodal first? King Lear. I mean, that's what I was seeing. I know it's not strictly correct, but, you know. High-tech architecture. Mixed-use developments in the United Kingdom. Modern architecture in the United Kingdom. Office buildings completed 2012. Office buildings in London. Redevelopment projects in London. Renzo Piano buildings. Is it piano or just piano? I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that. Residential buildings completed in 2012. Residential skyscrapers in London. Shangri-La hotels and resorts. Skyscraper hotels in London. Skyscraper office buildings in London. Skyscrapers in the London borough of Southwark. Television studios in London. The shiny glass bullet thing, maybe? Perhaps? Do I know what this is called? I don't think I do. The Shard! Yeah, that makes more sense. I forgot about that. 1901 births, 1967 deaths, 20th century American dramatists and playwrights, 20th century American male writers, 20th century American nonfiction writers, 20th century American novelists, 20th century American poets, 20th century American short story writers, 20th century translators, activists from New York State, African American activists, African American dramatists and playwrights, African American novelists, African American poets, African American short story writers, American anthologists, American columnists, American expatriates in France, American expatriates in the Soviet Union, American male dramatists and playwrights, American male nonfiction writers, American male novelists, American male poets, Broadway composers and lyricists, Columbia School of Engineering and Applied Science alumni, deaths from prostate cancer in New York State, Esquire magazine people, Harlem Renaissance jazz poetry, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania alumni, members of the American Academy of Arts and Letters, novelists from New York State, people from Joplin, Missouri, people from Staten Island, people from Westfield, New Jersey, Spingarn Medal winners, translators of Gabriela Mistral, writers from Missouri, writers from New York City, Yaddo alumni. I don't think this is Baldwin, because it doesn't line up age-wise, I don't think. I think that's like a little bit later. Because like Harlem Renaissance. And Baldwin is more like civil rights era. Which I guess there's like a little bit of overlap here, but I don't think that it's quite there. Yeah, and there would be like other stuff as well. Do I've got to know who this is for sure. I just need to think. That's tough. It's gonna be such a huge it's gonna be such a huge slap in the face when I see who it is, because I almost certainly do know. Yes, expatriate to France and the Soviet Union. Is this Du Bois? Maybe? Let me just W-E-B Du Bois. Let me just make sure that our presentation is correct. I don't think so. I don't think that lines up at all. Like, I can't think of anybody else. And I think that it's like earlier. It's in between. Langston Hughes. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Du Bois is like a whole generation. That's way, way earlier. But yeah, this is exactly who I was thinking of, and I couldn't come up with the name of. It was 100% a slap, like I should have known. Analytic languages. Languages of Botswana. Languages of Eswatini. Languages of Namibia. Languages of South Africa. Low Franconian languages. Stress-timed languages. Subject, object, verb languages. Verb, second languages. Swahili. Worth a shot. Afrikaans. I am so vaguely familiar with it. I would never have been able to make the connection, though. 1920s historical drama films. 1920s historical films. 1920s thriller films. 1920s war drama films. 1925 films, Black Sea and fiction. Censored films, films about mutinies. Films about the Russian Revolution of 1905. Films directed by Sergei Einstein. Films originally rejected by the British Board of Film Classification. Film scored by Edmund Meisel. Film set in 1905. Film set in the 20th century Russian Empire. Film set in Odessa. Film set on ships. Film set in Odessa, or shot in Mosfilm Films. Seafaring films based on actual events. Silent adventure films. Soviet avant-garde experimental films. Soviet black and white films, Soviet epic films, Soviet historical drama films, Soviet revolutionary propaganda films, Soviet silent feature films, Soviet thriller films, Soviet war drama films. Anastasia? I'll say probably not. Although, I mean, there was there not? Didn't we go over this recently, that there was a much earlier Anastasia film? So, like, I guess it's, like, technically possible. Is now a good time to mention I've never seen Anastasia, so I don't really know, like, what it's about. I mean, I don't have a better guess. is kind of where I'm at. There's a non-zero chance that I've heard of this film. Okay, there is a 0 chance I've heard of this film. Battleship Potemkin. Adventures Comics characters, Captain Marvel comics, or Marvel Comics characters created by Gene Colan. Where Thomas Cameron 8. Is this Ms. Marvel? Is this just Captain Marvel? Wait. Hold on. Isn't her name just Captain Marvel? I don't... I'm so confused. Isn't it just Captain Marvel? Like, it says Captain Marvel right here. I thought that would be excluded. Captain Marvel wasn't originally female. Right, so they're in Marvel. There are 2 Captain Marvels. There's, like, the male one, and then there's this one, which is, like, the female Captain Marvel. I think she just has the same name, though. Like, I think they both go by Captain Marvel. Now, there is, like, a Ms. Marvel, but I think that's later. Yeah, Carol Danvers. Captain Marvel. Okay. 1820 archaeological discoveries. 2nd century BC Greek sculptures, ancient Greek and Roman sculptures in the Louvre. Ancient Milos, archaeological discoveries in the Aegean Islands, female beauty, Greek artifacts outside Greece, Hellenistic sculpture, marble sculptures in France, new sculptures in France, sculptures of women in Paris, statues in France. Is it just Venus? Aphrodite? Isn't it? I think it's Venus. Venus is Roman. Oh, that makes more sense. Is it Aphrodite? What's the... Is that the war one? I get them constantly crossed in my brain. No, but there's like the female one. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Aphrodite is love, right, but there's the Athena, I think so. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Athena and Artemis would be dressed. That's fair. I guess that does track. Alright, I'll go with Aphrodite. Well. Close. I knew I was onto something with Venus. I just couldn't remember what the rest of the name was. And then you said Aphrodite. And then I was a little bit more unsure. I don't know if I would call this, though. Because it is still of Milo. Like, I don't think we were... If you think Venus is close enough... Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know. If I had put Venus, I don't think it would count it. So I'm not... Because it's, like, not super specific. I'll hit it with a close enough. Either way, we're like 50% there. Abundance gods, animal gods, arts gods, Buddhism and Hinduism, Buddhist gods, children of Shiva, commerce gods, creator gods, elephants in Buddhism, elephants in Hinduism, elephants in Indian culture, fortune gods, Hindu given names, Hindu gods, Jain minor deities, knowledge gods, liminal gods, mythological elephants, mythological human animal hybrids, names of God, Sikhism, wisdom gods. I know what they're talking about. I do not know the name of what they're referring to. Which is kind of like the important thing. No Greek and Norse. Don't know Hindu or Buddhist mythology. I don't know any of them, so I don't know if I'm gonna be any help here. I should know this. Need you to watch some Stargate? Well, we'll see. Ganesha, of course. Man. I knew about it, I just didn't have the actual name. This is Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. I should know. I saw it for the first time over the weekend. There was a re-release in theaters. And I had never seen it before. so it's like especially fresh in my mind. I imagine that's going to be quite, you know, quite easily gotten by most people. 1948 births, 2015 deaths. 20th century English novelist, 21st century British novelist, absurdist fiction, British Book Award winners, British Paradis, Carnegie Medal in Literature winners, chess variant inventors, comedy fiction writers, deaths from Alzheimer's disease in England, English atheist, English children's writers, English fantasy writers, English humanists, English male journalists, English male novelists, English male short story writers, English people of Irish descent, English satirists, English science fiction writers, English short story writers, euthanasia activists, GURPS writers, Knights Bachelor, Margaret A. Edwards Award winners, officers of the Order of the British Empire, parody novelists, people associated with the Discworld series, people educated at John Hampton Grammar School, people from Beaconsfield, RPG game designers, satirical novelists, science fiction Hall of Fame inductees, Usenet people, World Fantasy Award winning writers. Yeah, so this is... I had a feeling it was this guy. I just don't know the name, though. I should know the name. It's the Discworld guy. People talk about him quite fondly. I'm not familiar with his work, really. I'm only like... Oh, you don't know Discworld? Oh, then I'm kind of screwed. Shit. He's got like a very... I think it's like a very straightforward name. Let me think. Discworld, a novel series, or it's a novel like fantasy whole thing. But I think primarily like novels. Man. It's not H.G. Wells. I think it's like John something? I think maybe his name has a... Like maybe his last name has a T. I want to say... I'm not going to be able to pick it. Although I should know this guy. Like I've seen his name quite often. I'm not directly familiar with his work, I will say. I'm 100% sure it's not Thatcher. Terry Pratchett. Oh, yeah, Sir Terence David John Pratchett. Yeah, that's the guy. I knew him. Not personally. I knew about him. I don't know his work firsthand, but I'm like very familiar with the guy as a person. Yeah. T is in there, not for the last name, for the first, and then John was the middle name. So, yeah, Terry Pratchett, quite beloved sci-fi writer, amongst other numerous contributions. 3 T's in the last name. That's true. First millennium establishments in Iceland, capitals in Europe, municipalities of Iceland, populated coastal places in Iceland, populated places established in 1786. Populated places in Iceland, port cities in Europe, Viking Age populated places. Reykjavik? I'll do a spell check on that. Indeed it is. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. In descending order, Reykjavik with 74%. Really? Okay. Followed by Shaun of the Dead at 64. 57% Terry Pratchett. 56% The Shard. 55% Carol Danvers. 54% Venus de Milo. Or Milo. Then 50% Ganesha. From there, drops off to 35% Afrikaans. 31% Battleship Potemkin. Then 19% Langston Hughes. Really? That was the lowest? That's interesting. I would have figured Langston Hughes to be quite a bit higher. Although I'm not that surprised to see Terry Pratchett and Shaun of the Dead kind of where they are. Reykjavik being higher than that by that much is really interesting to me. I think it's very funny that Captain Marvel and Venus de Milo are like almost the same level of well-known, and that actually Captain Marvel is a little bit higher. This is not quite our day. All right, we go play disorderly. Sort these movies starring Daniel Craig in the order of their release date, starting with the latest. Okay. Okay. Casino Royale and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I don't know which one's earlier. They're both pretty close. I think Casino Royale is a little bit later. Glass Onion later than Knives Out. Skyfall earlier than both. No Time to Die and Glass Onion. I think Glass Onion takes it as later. Yeah. Glass Onion, No Time to Die, Knives Out, Skyfall, Casino Royale. These are the only two I think maybe they could flip. They can flip. Casino Royale was earlier. It was 2011. That tracks. That tracks. Casino Royale was 27-8. It was 2006. And I know Knives Out being the first one. I mean, I got into. Can't be too upset with that. I probably should have known Go with the Dragon Tattoo. Although, wasn't that the order it was given in? Like, for these two at least. So that kind of tripped me up. For some reason, I thought Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was earlier. Maybe I'm thinking of the book? When did the book come out? Book was 2005. Okay. So maybe that's kind of where I was thinking. Well, there we go. Okay. Hexcodal. This is quite yellow. Interesting, interesting. But it is quite dark as well. I'll say for red, give me a D. 8. For green, quite similar. A little more green in there. I'll say D9. Well, I'll say D7. And then for blue, I'm not seeing a lot. I am seeing a little though. I'll say 8-6. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. From D, I'll hit it with a B. Hit it with a 6 or 5. I'll say 5. I'll hit it with a 9. I'll hit it with a C. I'll hit it with a 6. I'll hit it with an 8. Way off. That's going to be 2. A little bit more from, so A or B. I'll say B. Hit you with the D. 4, 8. A because 2 arrows down for that D. Oh, yeah. So we go C. It's gonna be like 1? Could it be 0? I forget. Yeah, it can be 0. I guess it could be 0. Wait, so it's 2 down from, or like 2 arrows down from 5. So it could be at the earliest 3, but then 2. I'll hit it with a 1. We could go. Oh yeah, it's got to be A. And then from there, say E or F. Do I think there's that much grain? I don't know. I don't think so. I'll hit you with the 1-8. Damn, we're close. It's C0AE08. Muddy yellow. So you never expect the 0 on this. Kind of tripped me up a bit. There really is like no blue in that whatsoever. Interesting. I will say, we weren't too far off from our red guesses. Everything else was quite a bit skewed, I will say. All right, we go spell check. Pause the music for this.
Squirm. A verb meaning to twist about like a worm. Yammer. A verb meaning to utter repeated cries. Humane. A adjective meaning Amish. A adjective meaning of or relating to a strict shoulder. A noun meaning the laterally projecting part of tympanum. A noun meaning tympanic membrane. This word originates from Latin and was further developed in medieval Latin. Tympanum. A noun meaning tympanic membrane. This word originates from Latin and was further developed in medieval Latin. Tympanum. A noun meaning tympanic membrane. This word originates from Latin and was further developed in medieval Latin. Tympanum. A noun meaning tympanic membrane. This word originates from Latin and was further developed in medieval Latin. Tympanum. A noun meaning tympanic.
I mean, I could see it being all 3, right? I think it's an IM. It's not an IM.
Braille. A noun meaning a system of writing for the blind that uses characters made up.
We take those.
Soprano. A adjective meaning relating to or having the. Factorial. A adjective meaning of relating to. Justiciable. A adjective meaning liable to trial in a court of justice. Justiciable. A adjective meaning liable to trial in a court of justice. Justiciable. A adjective meaning liable to trial in a court of justice. Justiciable. A adjective meaning liable to trial in a court of justice. Justiciable. A adjective meaning liable to trial in a court.
What do we think? Just justiciable.
Justiciable.
I think it is. Nope. Maybe ABLE?
Somnolent. A adjective meaning of a kind likely to induce sleep. Somnolent comes from Latin somnus for sleep through Middle English and Anglo-French. Somnolent.
Man.
Nereid. A noun meaning any of a family, Nereidae, of chiefly marine polycate worms, especially any of a genus, Nereus, of usually large, often greenish worms. Nereidae originates from New Latin, Nereus, which is derived from
I have no idea.
hurtle, a verb meaning to move rapidly or forcefully. Hurt originates from Middle English term
What?
cicatrize, a noun meaning scar formation at the site of a healing wound. Cicatrize. A noun meaning scar formation at the site of a healing wound. Cicatrize. A noun meaning scar formation at the site of a healing wound. Cicatrize. A noun meaning scar formation at the site of a healing wound. Cicatrize.
Man.
Proportionate. A adjective meaning proportional. Proportionate comes from medieval Latin proportionare, meaning to make proportional. Proportionate. A adjective meaning
At least we get that one. Alright, I'm... Cicatrize. Okay. Hurdle with a T. Nereid. Somnolent. With the O. Justiciable. Ah, it's the IABLE. Okay. Man. And then... Double E. Tympanum. Really? With the Y and the U. Man, we got cooked. We got so cooked today. Don't even get 10. That was tough. They did not pull their punches. We got stereo up in here. Maybe Brinstar? No. It's a cave story? Nope. Oh fuck, I know what this is. Oh, is this is an Undertale, right? Wait, what is this? Is this not Undertale? It's not Asgore. It's not Core, it's not Bone Trouser. It's not Sans, not Megalovania. Is it another medium? Really? What is this shit? Oh, fuck me. Is it Earthbound? No, I have no idea what this is. What is this, man? Is this like Shovel Knight? This is so familiar. I have no idea what it is, though. The Boys of Love? I don't... What? I have no earthly idea what this is. But I've heard it 100%. Is it? Oh, it's from Pokemon. 1999. Okay, so we could rule out red, blue. I mean, what other... Are these all the Pokemon tracks that they have? So it's gotta be a gold, silver. Is it... Okay, so it's not the battle. I don't think it's Game Corner. It could be Azalea Town. It could be National Park. Oh, wait. Why did it put it... Wait. Why is it throwing me the not silver or gold? Yeah. So, wait. It could be Game Corner, Azalea Town, National Park, or Pokemon Battle. I'm going to assume not that. I think Azalea Town. Ah, ha, ha, it was National Park. That's tough. That's tough for me. I had not played Pokemon Gold, Silver. It is familiar to me. I've definitely heard covers of this. I was wondering why it was so familiar to me, but like not specifically familiar. And it's because I've only heard it from covers. So yeah, we kind of got cooked on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what this is. So maybe it's from the Link's Awakening. Say owl? No? Link Between Worlds? No, wait. Is it maybe Chamber of Sages? No. What the hell is this? What? I'm so confused. Oh, maybe it's Twilight Princess. Maybe it's the sages? No. This shit like Skyward Sword? Gooseland? It is Skyward Sword. Bruce's insolence? No? Okay, what is this? This shit is so familiar. And I played Skyward Sword not that long ago. Okay. The Enchanted Earth Below. I think this is it. Ah, shit. It was Lake Floria. That was gonna be one of my second guesses, but I was not sure enough. Man. It's kind of a banger track. Okay. I just found out. Okay. I need to update you with information here. I just learned that if you click this and then where is it? Here, you can just get a full list. Hold on.